Disney has been the king of theme parks for decades, and they've got some big changes planned to keep them on top. Hello everybody, welcome. Despite steep competition, economy challenges, and political pressures, Disney continues to break records. So what exactly are they doing, and what does it mean for you? If you are like me, then you have been a huge fan of Disney since you were probably a kid. Though Disney has always pretty much been considered a luxury, the average middle-class family could pretty much afford to go on a Disney vacation. If you were careful with your money and you save some dollars and cents, over a number of years, you could afford to go to a Disney theme park or go on a Disney vacation. But over the last few years, that's kind of changed a little bit. You've probably felt that and you've probably experienced it, especially in your wallet. Disney prices have almost doubled in the last 10 years. Some ticket and food prices have even tripled in the last decade. So what you've been feeling in your wallet is not phantom pain. It is not something that's just in your head. The prices have gone up a ton. If you compare the Disney price increases with the cumulative inflation of the United States over that same time period, costs have only gone up about 35%, which means that Disney has essentially outpaced inflation by almost 3 times. And despite all these price increases, Disney has no plans of stopping their price increases. Like, they're gonna keep coming. Disney CFO Hugh Johnston came out on record and recently revealed that they're planning on raising prices even higher. Like, it's just gonna go up, up, and up. Like, as much as it is right now, as expensive as it feels right now, it's gonna keep going up. Now, he also did happen to mention that he believes that attendance and capacity at the parks is also going to go up along with the price increases. So he does not expect that the price increases are going to affect their attendance in a way that it is going to cause the Disney company any significant problems at all. And raising prices at Disney, especially at Walt Disney World, I'm just going to say it kind of makes sense. Let's break it down a little bit. Some people might say that Disney is increasing prices because they keep adding additional value, adding better attractions, adding more food options, more experiences, etc. But then there's a whole other crowd of people that are probably saying,
"No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!"
Because Disney has really taken so many things away over the past 10 years. I mean, I'm not going to go through the laundry list. You all know what I'm talking about. I mean, they've gotten rid of all sorts of perks and benefits and things that we used to get for free. So the adding of additional value really that's not really, I mean, maybe that's a small part of the equation, but that's not really the main reason. The biggest reason why they're raising their prices is because Disney needs you and I to go to their parks less often. But each time we go, spend more money. Looking at Disney's Q1 results this year, attendance is actually down by about 1%. And they did actually credit that Epic Universe as part of that equation as to why attendance was down. But if you look at their revenue, it was up overall by about 7%. And a big chunk of that was actually the theme park revenue. And way back in 2022, guest spending at Walt Disney World was actually up already by like 40%. So guest spending was up 40% in 2022, and it's just continuing to go up because there's higher prices, there's more things to buy, there's more things to spend your money on, like lightning lanes and all sorts of extras you didn't used to have to pay for. And here we're saying Disney's revenue is up yet again, despite the fact that attendance is slightly down. And even with all these high price increases, people are still going to Disney. People are still paying it. There's probably a lot of people watching this video saying, "I'm not paying it. I'm not going to Disney." Yeah, there's a lot of people not paying it too. But the fact is, there's still a ton of people that are still willing to pay a lot more money before they get to the point and they say, "You know what? Okay, now I'm done." There's still tons of people that are saying, "You could keep raising the prices and I'm going to still keep going." The parks right now are nearly full. They're not full, but they're close to capacity. Hugh Johnston came out recently and talked about this. We don't necessarily, without expansion, have the ability to grow attendance massively at our theme parks because it's already filled up. There's still pretty much too much demand and not enough supply at Walt Disney World. So their strategy needs to evolve, which is they need to increase the capacity of the parks. And that's what they're now focused on. More capacity, more areas, more lands, more attractions, potentially even a fifth gate, a brand new theme park at some point. We know in their 2045 plan over the next 20 years at Walt Disney World, there is space for a brand new theme park, and they have an earmark for more attendance and more capacity and all these projections for when they add that new theme park in the next decade. So they are trying to increase capacity at their parks right now, which is going to draw more people in, which means more people equals more price increases. Do you see where I'm going here? Because they want more people in their parks, but not too many people. Because there reaches a point where there's too many people in the park, and now the guest experience is not so great. We look at new additions like Villains Land, Piston Peak, Tropical Americas, the Monsters Inc. area. This is all going to create higher demand, but the price increases will keep that demand in check. And this will create the effect that they're looking for, which is attendance is up, revenue is up, guest experience still solid. And we have some additional proof to show this is their strategy. If we look at the attendance of Disney parks since 2013, park attendance was slowly growing, steadily rising, year over year over year. It just kept going up and up and up and up because they were just scaling dramatically. Disney was adding more attractions, more lands. They were opening up new theme parks. They were expanding. They were also steadily increasing their prices along the way. And then in 2020, COVID hits. You got a big dip here, and then it starts to recover. Faced with huge losses, trying to overcome all the losses in revenue from all the people not being able to go to the parks, Bob Chapek started raising prices disproportionately, charging for things that had never been charged before, and people were paying it. There was so much pent-up demand because they couldn't go to the parks. People were paying it. And Disney said, we're raising prices a lot more than we've ever raised them before, and people are still paying it and still coming to the parks. Maybe we should keep doing this. So as much flack as Bob Chapek gets, it was pretty much working. Now, if we look at all the parks individually over the years, Magic Kingdom, upward trajectory, same pattern, Epcot, same pattern, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, they all follow this same pattern, steadily rising attendance. You got that dip, but what then you see there is it levels off. So after that dip and it started to recover, then it kind of leveled off. So it's no longer growing attendance year over year because they really haven't been expanding. So they've steadily increased prices even more to try to reduce the amount of people coming to Walt Disney World, to not try to get more attendance, but to try to get better equilibrium between the number of people coming and the number of people paying higher prices. And this has a dramatic effect on the guest experience, which is what I said. They've been also focusing on the guest experience to a certain extent. If we look at the average wait times, for example, in the parks, you're going to see the same exact trends. Wait times were going up and up and up, and going up in wait times is negative. You don't want to go up in wait time. That's longer standing in queues, not doing anything and being bored to tears. Very frustrating for you as a guest. You want to see those wait times go down. But you can see over the years, the wait times just kept going up and up and up and up because they weren't raising the prices enough. They just kept adding new things. Lots of people were attending, but the guest experience was starting to go down because wait times were going through the roof. Then you see that big switch over there in 2022 where they started raising the prices dramatically post-COVID, and you could see the wait times start going down. What once was an 82-minute average wait for Space Mountain is now a 48-minute average wait. That's almost half the wait time for Space Mountain, one of the premier attractions at Magic Kingdom. So when you look at this, you may be thinking, man, price increases, I don't know. But at the end of the day, this could be good for you or bad for you, depending on how you look at it. Prices going up, up, up. On the surface, kind of feels bad. This is not good for me. This is bad because I don't have a lot of money, so it's hard for me to get to Disney. It's hard enough as it is for me to scrounge together money to go to Disney. But less people attending the parks as often means better guest experience. Less waiting in lines and waiting in queues. And the biggest thing that we're not even talking about is it also means more attractions. They're adding more attractions in order to add capacity, not charging less, because if you just charge less money, you'll get more attendance. Attendance isn't the end-all be-all metric. The end-all be-all metric is attendance plus revenue plus guest satisfaction. All three of those things have to be great. So they're very smartly adding more attractions now And more attractions to me is a good thing because I'm excited about all the new stuff coming to Walt Disney World. Yes, prices are going to go up, but you know what? It's going to limit the number of people and even limit myself from being able to go to Disney as much. But every time I go, I'm going to have a richer and better experience than maybe I'm having today. Prices going up on the surface seems bad, but if they balance it right and they don't go too crazy with the price increases and they add more attractions, I think this could actually be a good thing. So it really depends on how you look at it, where you are financially, how much money you're willing to spend as to whether you think it's good or bad. I'd love to hear what you think down in the comments. Do you think this is a good thing? Do you think this is a bad thing? Are you tired of the price increases? Are you tired of feeling like you can't afford anything? Can't even afford groceries, much less Disney. It's getting there, right? So I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. I don't know. Price increases, it's always a struggle for me, but I still find myself going to Disney. So I guess at this point it's still in the good realm for me because I'm still going, but you know, we'll see. At some point, I won't be able to afford to go anymore. So I'd love to hear from you, hear your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Are you all in? Are you all out? I'd love to hear. Did you leave a long time ago? Be sure to drop me a line. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this content. Till I see you next time, the Noble Way is the easy way. Bye-bye, everybody.